I split up with my girlfriend, or we split up, and not well. That's been quite intense for me.
You never really split up from anyone. The heart doesn't work like that.
Mm.
You still think about her. There's a relationship there. What splitting up just means a certain way of being together died. A certain dream of what the future was going to look like fell away. But you haven't split up from her. The heart doesn't split up. There's still love. There's still feelings. There's still care. There's pain. There's all kinds of new feelings are coming. Yeah. But that's a painful story in itself. We split up. It sounds so dead, so final, so like a loss. I've lost. It's such a focus. It's such a focus on what's gone, you know. So yeah, carry on. This is why I'm not a therapist.
But that's already good. That's already good to hear. This. Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah.
There's still a relationship, you know. Once you've touched someone deeply and been touched by them, once you've really connected with someone, and once you've really met someone and you've held them and they've been held by you, you never really split up. As I was saying before, it's true. Something has died. Love hasn't died. Care hasn't died. Feelings haven't died. What has died is the dream. That's what you're experiencing now, and which you have to experience. It's the death of a dream. This is what it feels like when a dream dies. So you haven't lost anything real. What you've lost is a dream of how it was going to be. That's often when we talk about our relationship. That's often what we're talking about is our future. The hopes, the plans, often very unconscious. The hopes, the dream of a future. You know, and that's what shattered into a million pieces. This isn't. You're right. This isn't the scene that you had hoped for or planned for or expected. You know. So then it just feels like, God, this is all wrong. This isn't. It feels like it can feel as though it's not even. This isn't my life. This is the wrong life. Like this isn't. Like what happened? And I don't want to be in this scene, right? I want to rewind or fast forward. I want to. You know, it's so tempting then. It's more tempting than ever in a time of discomfort and powerful longing and grief and a broken heart. You know, it's we're just not taught. We're not taught how to stay with our feelings, how to stay with a broken heart, how to meet a broken heart, how to meet disappointment, how to meet the shattered dream. We're not taught. So this discomfort, it's very alive. You're very alive right now. You might not want to be sometimes, but you're very alive. And the best, I mean, the mind is the mind is just trying to help you. It doesn't want you to feel this. So it says, well, maybe there's a solution in the past or in the future. So I'll start rewinding, I'll keep on rewinding to how things were and what went wrong, and then of course the regret. I could have.
That's very strong.
Very strong.
That I've somehow messed it up, or.
Yeah, exactly. It's so tempting right now. It's so tempting. I messed it up. If I had just did that differently, or said that differently, if I hadn't been so blah 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 blah. You can't change the past. It's the movie has already played. You know that the mind so badly wants to. If I could just fix that, then I wouldn't be feeling this. You know, so it's just a way of trying to not. If I could, maybe that's a good idea. I'll fix that. That's a good idea. I'll get in my time machine and I'll go back and I'll fix that. So then I won't have to feel this. So really, it just becomes another rejection. It just becomes a resistance. That's really what you're feeling more than ever now. It's actually a resistance to here. That's what hurts more than anything. That's the real pain in loss. You know, the mind solution, if I could just get back what I had. If I could get back what I had, then I would be at peace. It doesn't work. What you're really longing for is your own presence.
If I can keep feeling my body and keep maybe feel the emptiness, then the drama goes out of it and I actually feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
But then we just talked about it now but also the longing is still there, and it doesn't feel. I also don't want to block block out thoughts about her, or
No.
block out the longing,
No.
or
Where's the longing now? Can you feel it? Like where in your body do you feel it the most strongly? If you just take a few moments just to check in.
Yeah. In my heart.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just for a few moments, can you just gently bring your attention to the heart area? Just for a few moments, paying attention to the raw, alive sensations there. Just without trying to stop them, without trying to get rid of them, without trying to make them go away. Just paying attention to the sensations. If they want to become more intense, allowing them to become more intense. If they want to move, allowing them to start moving, and remembering just to breathe into them as well, to give them some of your breath, because they're starving for oxygen right now. Just staying there for a few moments.
Yeah, it feels like something heavy is pressing on it. It's pressing on my chest, and it feels there's a heaviness.
Yeah. So what happens when you just for a moment allow the heaviness to be there? Just allowing that feeling of heaviness. Allow it to feel more heavy if it wants to. Not trying to make it go away or get rid of it. It's like you're saying to it, look, I know you feel heavy right now, and that's okay. It's like heaviness, you're allowed to be here.
Yeah, it seems there's also a little bit that there's also some fear that to really feel into it.
This
is as if it's gonna be too intense.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, it's wonderful that you're noticing that. You're so sensitive and open and curious that you're noticing. And none of these are mistakes. We're becoming familiar with ourselves. What wants to be met? Okay, so that can be included. So there's like a heavy feeling in the heart area, and as I stay with that and allow it, and then there's some fear. I notice some fear coming up, and then just the same with fear, allowing what happens if the heaviness is allowed to be there, and then the fear. It's like, come on, fear, you're allowed to be here as well. There's enough space for you as well. And breathing into the heaviness and breathing into the fear. What did you notice?
There's a voice. I recognize this voice also in saying, "Oh, you're taking too much time."
Yeah.
They're taking too long.
Yeah. So wonderful. That voice can also be included. Okay, so you've got a whole party going on there. You've got 3 guests at the party now. This is really this is way better than a relationship. Well, in a way, I mean, we joke it, but in a way, this is the ultimate. This is the primary relationship. This is the relationship we forget. When you've got a partner and everything's going well, it doesn't have to be a partner. When you're with a friend or whatever, when you're with someone else, it's very easy to become distracted from yourself. It's very easy to lose touch with yourself. You kind of give away your presence to them. And then what happens? Life gives you this incredible invitation. They're not there anymore, and for whatever reason, you're forced back into contact with yourself. And you might not like it at first because it's unfamiliar. It's unfamiliar territory. I guess that's it. I have to feel this heaviness now. I can't distract myself with. It's the end of distraction. Of course, what do we normally do? We break up, and then what do? We rush back into the next relationship, and the next relationship, and the next, So there's this wonderful space that you have now that's opened up. This wonderful space, which is clearly this invitation to come back to this primary relationship, Your relationship with yourself, the relationship with each breath, the relationship with the heavy feeling in the chest, the relationship with fear as it comes to visit. And then the voice in the head that says you've taken too much time, or there's not enough space for you, or you're not worthy of this. You're not worthy of love. Isn't that what the voice really is? This kind of real love, this radical love, this real love, which is the love of yourself, the love of each breath, and the love of the heaviness, and the love of the broken heart, and the love of the fear.
It feels very, very loving towards myself to take this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a moment of real joy, actually, a few moments earlier.
Yeah.
So
it's all breaking open. You're breaking apart.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way. You're breaking apart in a good way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you say that, I recognize that I also have this story in my head of, I'm now in a grieving phase, which I have to get through, and I have to get 2 more weeks, and then I can finally be out of it again, and as if it's all one gray area where it's all very dark, and But when you say this, there are moments of relaxation, joy, also,
Exactly, that's beautiful. Exactly. That's always the mind. Okay, I've got my 2-week grieving period. I've got to get through this. It's just something else to do. It's like to tick that off the list. Okay, grieve. But life doesn't conform to your schedule. It doesn't. It's not interested in your schedule. How long I should grieve for. That's love as well. That's love. That's love. That's like saying to the broken heart, saying to the fear, saying to the sadness, look, you can be here. You can be here right now, and look, you can stay. Love doesn't say, well, you can be here for 2 weeks. Got a maximum cut-off period. Okay, I'll be present with you for another 2 weeks, and then there's going to be trouble. You can never get over anything. You're never going to get over this.
I hear what you mean. Yeah. It's another mind thing that I want to be somewhere else. Yeah.
That's really freeing. You don't have to get over this. It's always the wrong question. How do I get over this? How do I get free from this? It's always the wrong. It's always future. It's always the question is how can I meet this? What wants to be met? How can I meet this more deeply?